after that 7-yard pickup on first down. It's 2nd and 3. Grabbed behind the line. It's Mills. Open space at the 25. Touchdown, Nebraska! A great catch and run for 6.
Speed kills this offense. They've got multiple guys that can burn you. You can see it doesn't take them long to light up the scoreboard.
And now they'll empty the backfield for the 2-point try. To the air, it's Calandria. Rolling to the right, trying to make something happen. He gets it in there for the 2-point conversion, and the lead grows to 8. Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. And they finish things off with a 44-yard touchdown pass. That one bounds through the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Marshall. Works ahead for a couple. They'll stop him at the 27.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground, take away that run game, make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. Give to the back. And the defense wrestles him to the ground.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They'll get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
Here's Underwood to throw. Going deep. Reels it in down the left side. Here he goes. And he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, Wolverines.
Really nice job working the route, getting himself open. He was able to locate the football, snag it out of the air, and this guy now has 5 receiving touchdowns on the year.
And the point after is good. Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. And they close it in style with a 72-yard pass to the house. And he's going to try to return this one. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. They go to the Wildcat here, looking to take advantage of that extra blocker. Motion from the back. On the direct snap, it's Barney. Pocket breaking down. That one falls incomplete. They reached into the bag of tricks on first down and couldn't pull it off.
And what a job by the defense, seeing the quarterback throw the football, break on the football, no space allowed. As soon as he catches it, defender meet ball carrier and gets him on the ground.
They want to run it left here. Here's a little room there. And he slipped through the crowd, and he'll house it. Touchdown, Huskers! And a huge run from the back for 6.
Man, it's nice to have a running back that can do that. That makes everything else easy on offense. Hey, hand it to that guy. He makes a big play. Yes, please.
Dropping back, it's Calandria. Got his man on the right. He gets there. 2-point conversion is good, and stands at 9. The ball squirts through the end zone. That'll be a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. The Michigan offense heads out to get this drive started. Took the last drive in for a touchdown. They'll try to do it again on this one. Underwood on the play action. Grabbed behind the line. It's Marshall. He's across the 30 and out of bounds at the 31-yard line.
Well, the short passing game is a great go-to for any offensive coordinator in the first quarter because it's reliable, but it also allows you to see how the defense is going to react in plays. So this can certainly open things up later on.
A pickup of 5 marks it at the 36-yard line.
If I'm building an offense in today's football, it's not around a quarterback that can't run. I'm going to find an athlete that I can give the ball because defensively, it starts to limit your coverages. It starts to limit what I can do. It makes me play the quarterback every single play. Just makes your job as a defensive coordinator extremely hard.
There's some room. You want to make sure to maximize those types of runs, and he gets it out to the 41.
I think there's a couple schools of thought in how you run the football and how you throw the football. Like some people say, I run the football to set up the throw, right? To get people aggressive. But this offense kind of took it the other direction, right? They came out throwing the football, now softened them up. Now let's see if they can start to get that ground game going.
From the shotgun, the handoff to the back. There he goes. Stop is made at the 44, but it's a 15-yard gain and a first down. Those who stay will be champions, so said Bo Schembechler, and those who keep it on the ground churn out first downs.
Yeah, it's because it's a way of life, right? It's that physicality. It's going to be hard in practice all week. When you're at Michigan, it's going to be grind. It's going to be physical. That's who they are. They won't compromise. And if you get to stick around, here recently, a lot of success, too.
And this is dropped. Incomplete pass. He had a huge gain in his fingers, and he couldn't hold on. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. A designed run for the quarterback. Nice job there to limit the running room, and they get him out of bounds after a short gain.
You know, I really like this QB running the football because I know he's got a lot of speed, but he's not the biggest guy in the world. So he's not going to be able to break a lot of tackles. You really got to do a good job of trying to scheme ways to get him out in more space.
They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. Underwood. He's got it. On the move at the 30. Down to the 26-yard line before they ride him out of bounds, and this defense is on its heels. And the Wolverines go back to work after moving the chains through the air. The run inside. It's Marshall. Defense right there to stop him in his tracks, and they get nothing on that play.
And a lot of times the fit up front, you know, linebackers are fitting holes and that ball bounces and it's supposed to go somewhere. And sometimes it goes to a DB and the offense will get a W. Like they'll get a win because you'll break a tackle. How about the tackle by that young fella? I know he likes to cover, but I love the way he comes up and makes the tackle.
Like the job by the defense there in coverage. They took every option away from the quarterback. He was outside of the pocket, nowhere to go with it, so they forced the incompletion throw away.
3rd and long coming from the 27-yard line. You can make a field goal from here, just don't take a negative play. Here's Bryce Underwood to throw. Wide open downfield. Touchdown, Wolverines! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. They want to see if they can score the deuce.
Man, making a statement early in this football game. I'm open. Get it to me. He's already got 2 tutties on the game. Nice job making his presence felt early in this football game.
And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. The Cornhusker offense is out and ready to go on the attack. They had to stand by and watch that scoring march, and now it's up to them to find a way to answer it. And the ball is out. Who's going to get it? Oh, and he gets the ball back. Lucky to do so. Guess it could have been worse. And wait just a second. The official's going to take a second look at this one.
And that play shows you really what this defense is about. It's a difficult one to attack. They're really good. One of the best in the country. They come at you from all angles. So I'm interested to watch. How do you mix up the play calling? How do you keep the defense off balance? Because they are a good one.
Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down. To the air. It's Calandria. Swings it out to the flat. He's out past the 35. Really good job to pick up a chunk of yardage and get it out to the 39-yard line.
And that's why if you're the offensive coordinator, you've got to find as many ways as possible to get this guy going. Just get him the ball close to the line of scrimmage. Doesn't need to be a throw deep down the field. He's so dynamic when he has the ball in his hands. You saw it right there.
They're dealing with a second and long. The give to the left. Picked up 4 yards, now looking at 3rd and 6. The Cornhuskers want to crank the tempo. Back to the ground with the running back. And they'll stop him about 5 yards short of the first. The punt team makes its way onto the field. Oh, man, that is an absolute rocket launcher of a punt. And they won't be able to down it. It goes into the end zone for a touchback. They'll snap it from the 20 for the opening play of this drive. Throwing, Underwood. Incomplete, and he threw that one up for grabs and into traffic, and fortunate to get it back.
I don't know about the decision that time by the quarterback. He may have been expecting man coverage, but that time the defense was in zone, and they did a really nice job closing the window. The intended target was not open, and that's why that one fell incomplete.
After that last incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from their own 20. Play action with Underwood. Finds his man. It's Marshall. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker.
Quarterbacks love the short passing game early in games because it really helps them get into a rhythm. So nice job by the offensive coordinator, giving his quarterback an easy throw, something he can see, and something that he knows he can complete.
He'll be stopped about 2 yards short of a first down.
Well, this offense is one of the 25 best in the nation on 3rd down. That time they try to run it, but give the defense credit. Physical at the point of attack, they're able to get the stop, now setting up.
Wait just a minute, guys. The offense looks as if they're going for it in their own end. Underwood to throw for it on 4th. Quickly complete. We've reached the break. It's Nebraska holding the lead. And we've reached the end of one. Before we move on, let's take a look at our stats so far. They are lined up and ready to go and get things started here in the second. So first down here as they go back to work. Here's Underwood to throw. Just a little off. Incomplete. Backed up now. Here's 2nd and long. Back to pass, it's Underwood. Bringing the heat. Got 9 yards on the play. It leads him with 3rd and a yard.
It's just so nice to have a QB under center. Nowadays in football, you can trust these guys. You put so much on their plate, and you tell them, go get positive yards when it's there. And a lot of these guys are such great athletes, they do it with ease.
third and short from the 44, and we might know if they plan to go for it on fourth down by what they call here. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
And I think one thing people don't take into account is not all fourth downs are created equal. Like, right, this is a shorter fourth down. You're on your side of the field. You're down. You're trailing in the football game. So I think this offense might have to take this opportunity to be aggressive, try to make this fourth down conversion, and try to go down the field and get some points on the board.
So the Nebraska offense heads out to start this drive. They'll have another opportunity to extend this lead after punting last time, David.
And it's important to put that punt behind you. It's over. Let it go. Get back to what you were doing that built this lead, Brett.
Yeah, and defense, obviously, they won a few downs that last drive, so we got to put them on their heels here. Maybe mix up a few personnel groupings and try to show them some pictures they haven't seen yet.
Followed that blocking and got 5 out to the 26.
And defensively, one of the most important things is stopping the run, being physical up front. That was too easy for this offense. You can't give up 5 and 6 yards a pop on the ground. Like, that is a recipe for disaster. They got to be more physical, get off the ball, get downhill faster.
Now looking for that first down on third and short from the 26. From the gun, wants to pass. Unloads to the wideout. A strike downfield. Could be an alley. Touchdown, Cornhuskers! And they take it in for 6 more points. That touchdown puts them up by at least 2 scores. Too early to say it's over? Probably, but boy, it's starting to feel that way.
It might not be over, but you're in trouble, and you better find some answers really, really quickly. This team is putting everything together, and right now you got nothing going. Come on, give me something.
He gets across the goal line into the end zone for the 2, and he pushes the lead to 11. It bounds through the back of the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. Wolverines offense heads out, ready to go on the attack. That last drive won't go on the highlight reel after ending in a punt. They'd like to be more productive this time, David.
And I think this offense has to be a little bit more balanced. Find a little balance between the run, Jesse, and working in that pass.
And I think, too, David, it's just going to take a spark. It just takes one play to get this thing picked up and going.
After getting knocked back to open this drive, it's 2nd and 12. Pressure coming. He scrambled forward and got a few and turned that into a positive play. The Wolverines moving quickly to the line. Lined up in the gun on third down, Underwood makes the catch. It's a game of first downs, and they've got one out to their own 37.
Well, we know this guy is special, and because of that, his quarterback is looking to him on critical down and distances. There on that third down, there was no question. It wouldn't have mattered if he was single covered, double covered, man, zone. That's where he was going with it, and the big-time playmaker outside picks up the first.
And the Wolverines are flying down the field. Underwood. Oh, they're after him. Pass is incomplete, but there is a flag beside the quarterback, and this might be a roughing call. 3 yards. First down for the offense after that penalty. Looking to throw, it's Underwood. Here's a heat. Gets it to him on the screen. Oh, he's got some space. They'll spot the ball at the 12 after that completion. That is a time-honored way to slow down the rush, hit him with the screen, and a chunk play.
Yeah, such a great job because you're flying up the field to get to the quarterback because everything looks like pass down the field. Let those guys get up the field, throw it right behind him. He does a little bit of the rest, making some moves, getting upfield, making the big play.
They get him down, but he was driving his way and gets it down to the 7-yard line.
And finally, we see a little bit of that, which we talked about coming into this football game. Like, we highlighted him. He's a really good football player. They're going to feature him. He's going to make big plays. Today, the defense has absolutely shut him down. That was actually his longest carry of the day. They're going to need more of that from this offense.
He's going to lose a yard on that one.
Well, we know this defense is one that plays with a lot of pride, right? And part of that is their ability stopping the run. They're a top 25 unit in the nation when it comes to stopping the rush, and that really helps them out down here in the red zone. They're going to have to step up big time in this situation.
Bryce Underwood from the gun on third down. And the Heat will get home, and the quarterback goes down at the 17.
This is a good sign for this defense. The rate they were going, not touching the quarterback, him already having 2 touchdown passes in the first half, this was not going to be a fun football game to watch. Now they're turning the tide a little bit, getting a little bit of pressure, getting a sack.
The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. And the offense has a gift back on the field after the costly special teams error. They'll keep it on the ground to the right. He's going for the goal line. And he's loose, and he'll take it to the house. Touchdown, Michigan!
And that's a nice drive, a nice physicality, punching it in with the run game. And here's the thing. I like where this offense is going. Nice job creating some momentum, going into the half, cutting down the lead. This thing could get really exciting. Nice job answering the bell right before the half.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Plenty of time to work, not any time to waste as they take over here in the final 2 minutes of the half. Might be calling a hot route. Wants to throw on first down off the play fake. Takes a hit as he fires. Incomplete thanks to the great defensive pressure there that sort of threw them out of rhythm.
Well, the offensive line has got to give him at least a little bit of time to survey the field. He had no chance that time, getting hit almost immediately after he got the ball.
Last incompletion leaves them still sitting at their own 25 with 2nd and 10. Wide receiver going in motion. They're going to run it to the right. Really nice job to squirt his way up to the 31-yard line. Boy, he's over 100 now at 102 yards on the ground, and he's been terrific all. There's a crease. Great pickup as they'll keep this drive moving, and they've got it at the 45. And the Huskers getting set on 1st and 10. They'll run play action. Dances away from the pressure, going to his left. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. Chopping up this defense, and they've got it all the way down to the 23.
Well, you can see the effect that last run play had on the defense. They had a really good-looking run, and all of a sudden they come back with play action. Everybody bites. They play downhill, and it opens up a guy up top for the offense. Really nice job setting up that.
Turning it on. Headed to the end zone, and he waltzes in for the score. Touchdown, Nebraska!
You know, this offense knew coming into the season it was so important for this guy to stay healthy. They needed him week in, week out because he plays at such a high level, and he's showing it here. That last carry was his 10th rushing touchdown of the season.
This is a designed run. He's not going to make it, stopped short of the goal line, and they are unable to extend this lead any further. Bounces through the end zone. It's a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. They take over late in the half, enough time to put together a drive. He just couldn't hold his water long enough at the line of scrimmage. It'll be a penalty. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. Concentration is key. Have to know the snap count. The false start backs him up. It's 1st and 15. Stepping to the right. He's going to run it. Crosses the 30. He's got a lane. All the way out to the 43-yard line before he's pushed out of bounds, and this offense is on the move.
Hey, man, this defense, they look a little bit frustrated. Like, he's done this time and time again here in the first half, and it's still early in this football game, but they got to find an answer for his legs. Like, he's chewing up too many yards, making too many big plays. Got to find a way to make him one-dimensional and make some bad things happen when he tries to take off and run the football.
Well, he did everything he could to try to avoid all those defenders, but at the end, it's still a negative play. Tackle for loss.
One defender, then the next one. The blitzing guy got a shot at him. Everybody had a shot. It took a while to get him down.
Yeah, great effort by that defense, not quitting on the play.
Here's Bryce Underwood to throw. Pass rush coming after the quarterback, and they get him at the 32. Nebraska uses a timeout here. It's their second. And they'll still have one in their pocket for what's left in this first half. Might as well state the obvious. 1st and 2nd down didn't work out. 3rd and very long. To the air, it's Underwood. Here comes the heat. And this is going to be incomplete on 3rd down.
Not a lot of good plays for 3rd in California, so you're just trying to get a completion and help out your punter, but they can't even get that executed.
The Wolverines decide to punt it away. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. On his way back from the 20. Slips through the line. They'll get down and put a stop to this return. They'll mark it at the 32. Inside 30 seconds to play in the half. We'll see how aggressive they are on this drive. He wants to change this route. Off the play fake on 1st down to throw. Fires left. Got him downfield. They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for 1 or 2 more plays. Running out of time here in the first half. They're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. Wants to throw it again. Going for it all. He was open, he had it, and he dropped it. Would have been a touchdown. Instead, it's 2nd down.
Man, you see, once you start to get to the red zone, the contested catch rate goes way through the roof. Who can make those plays when you're physically getting hit? Nice job by the defense, man. Make them earn it. Make them feel it. Get your hands through the contact of the football when they're trying to make the catch. Great job breaking on the football at the perfect time.
One more play before the teams head to the locker rooms. Looking to throw, it's Calandria. Moving out of the pocket. Going back to the well, another deep ball. Got it down the field. They make the stop, but man, oh man, did he almost get a score on the final play of the half. A big game. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
From our gorgeous Orlando studios, it's the Week 5 edition of the EA Sports College Football Update Show. Let's start with TCU taking on the number 6 team, the Texas A&M Aggies. And it's the Horned Frogs with one of the truly dazzling offensive displays we've witnessed this season. They had a scoring answer every time they needed one and win a fireworks-filled football game. And maybe, just maybe, this win helps them turn their season around. They get back to 2-3 on the year. Let's now take a look at top 25 action.
Nowhere to go on that one. It'll bring up 2nd and 10. Play fake, Underwood. With the catch, it's Marshall. Nice gain on that play, but a little bit short of the first down. Third down, and this offense is already in a world of trouble. They can really use a conversion, not to mention multiple scores. They'll stick to the ground looking for the marker. Man, what a surge by this defense. I think he's going to be a little bit short of the first down. They're in their own territory, but they are undeterred. 4th and inches, and they'll go for it. They'll send the back in motion. Just going to keep it after the snap. Crosses the 35. Gashing the D on the right. The 30. The 20. Touchdown, Michigan. They fought their way all the way back, and it's a one-possession game.
And that's a problem for the defense. On 4th down like that, you've got all those bodies close to the line of scrimmage. If one guy's out of a gap or one guy misses a tackle, it could be a home run, and that's exactly what happened.
Wide receiver comes in motion. He's got it in the end zone. 2-point conversion is good, and it is a 1-point game. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And the final touch, courtesy of that 76-yard sprint to the house. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. The Cornhuskers ready to go back to work on offense. They're still holding the lead, but hoping to flex a little muscle on this drive. They'll run it to the right. Breaks into the open. That is exactly what you want to do with the football. He's got it all the way down to the 15-yard line.
This guy is really unique. Top 5 in the country running the football right now, and I love the way this offense gets him involved. They're able to move him around a little bit. They change up the schemes, but the big key every week, get him the ball, let him go to work.
They'll run it in the red zone. It's Nelson. Maybe a crease. So close to that end zone. He can almost taste it, but it'll be 1st and goal for this offense.
And it's going to be interesting to watch this defense, man, because obviously when you're trailing, and offenses can sometimes get conservative. That's 2 runs back-to-back. Do they get more aggressive and try to bring...
And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Huskers. That's 3 touchdowns in this game, and he's up to 11 on the season.
Man, it's nice to be an offensive coordinator when you have this offense because you can just call a couple plays, do what we need to do, make big plays, go down the field, put points on the board. This offense, man, they putting drives together like this could be a scary unit.
Complete. Worked on the touchdown. Might as well do the same thing on the 2-point conversion. He gets all 8 points on that trip. The ball bounces through the end zone, and it will be a touchback. And here comes the Michigan offense back on the field. Last drive went for 6. We'll see if they can do it again. Throwing, Underwood. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
A good job by this defense. Great job in the secondary. Eyes on the quarterback. They took away the first option, made him go to option 2, made him go through his progression, and then they got time to get home and get a hit on the quarterback.
That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they get it out to the 36.
Offensive coordinators just spend all offseason in a lab, and they just draw up stuff over and over again. How many times can I use misdirection? How many times can I use speed against the linebackers who flow so fast to the football? Really nice play design, a little misdirection. The defense didn't know what hit them. Big gain for the offense.
And the Wolverines are in the hurry-up.
Well, there's something to be said for knowing on offense when the play is over. That guy didn't know that. That's a huge loss, and now they're right back to the line of scrimmage trying to go fast.
Here's Underwood to throw. He's got him. They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks.
When you play zone coverage and you got a wide receiver that's a beast, it becomes very, very difficult. Got to make sure I play physical and maybe even shade the side of the wide receiver having a lot of success.
Underwood in the gun on 3rd down. It's complete inside the 45. 3rd down conversions are huge, and they've got one, and they're at the 35. These two guys, just on the same wavelength, they make clutch connections all the time.
And that's practice, man. That's all summer. That's all spring. Just so many hundreds and thousands of balls where you know exactly when that guy's going to break. You know he's a stud. You're going to feed him, especially on these 3rd down situations.
Another tough run for this offense, and I think a big reason why they're down on the scoreboard right now is they just haven't been able to get this guy going. They've tried to give him the ball a lot. It just hasn't paid off, but you get the...
Throws toward the end zone. Touchdown, Michigan! You thought they were done. They're not. They're back, baby!
Well, they came into this one as the favorite, obviously, and they looked like they were sleepwalking in that first half. Whatever adjustments they made in the second half, I think one thing's pretty simple. David, they remembered who they were. Offensively now, they've come out. They've been electrifying. They've been lighting up the scoreboard. Defensively, getting the football back. This was the team we thought we were going to see at the very start of the game.
Man, it's so hard week to week, man. So many challenges, injuries, all the things that come with it, and getting guys motivated, right? Like sometimes they just don't have that energy. Good to see them come out after the half with the energy, with the urgency. This is the squad we thought we were going to see.
And he'll bring it out of the end zone. Knocked down right at the 25, and I guess he breaks even bringing it out of the end zone. And here comes the Nebraska offense back onto the field. They still have the lead, but they need to respond to that last score. The run to the right. There he goes. Finally corralled, but not before. He picks up the first down. That's the way to open a drive. Now they'll put it in play just shy of midfield.
And how about the running back, man? Rips off a big play. This offense creates some momentum, and what do? They keep their foot on the gas, right back on the football to try to keep this offense rolling.
Oh, he's going to try to hit him over the top. It's complete. He gets it in. Touchdown, Cornhuskers.
Really nice rhythm that time by the play caller because he ran the football on the last play, so this time he decides to go play action just to see if he could get the defense to freeze for a split second, and that's all the target needed. Off the play fake, he's able to work the route, win his one-on-one, makes the catch, and takes it in for a score.
It's complete on the right side. He's into the end zone. The two-point conversion makes it a two-possession game and a 9-point lead. That ball skips through the end zone. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 25-yard line. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Underwood. Firing to the right, complete. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few.
You know, the defense doesn't have an answer for this slot guy right now. They may want to think about bracketing him, having a defender play to the outside and to the inside. Probably some sort of zone coverage where you're trying to get two by.
Maybe some room here. He's inside the 40. Past the 20. Touchdown, Wolverines. Somehow they fought all the way back, and it's a one-possession game. Nothing but a vapor trail left behind that guy, and the defense straight to the burn unit.
And, man, that does not feel good. As a defense, you're trying to limit the big plays, keep that guy in front of you. That guy says, wait a minute, I'm way too fast for that. They're going to just need to work on those angles. That's for dang sure.
He's got it. Two-point conversion is good, and now they trail by only one. Bringing it out. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. Good news, I guess. A lot of room to work with as they start this drive from their own 15. Off play action on first down. Under fire. Just couldn't find an open man. He'll get rid of it, and it'll be second down.
I think he's showing you his experience on that decision right there. There was nothing open, so don't try to force it into coverage. You've got the lead. If it's not there, just throw it away. The head coach loves to see his quarterback make that kind of decision.
The give to the left side. Across the 25, he's got room. Turning it on. Took it all the way inside their territory, down to the 40-yard line, and that's where they'll set up shop.
You want to know why this offense runs the football a lot? Because you got a guy that's top 5 in college football in rushing. You give him the football, and he'll continue to make plays. I imagine they're going to keep feeding him because he keeps putting up productive numbers.
Plows through the defense.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. Back to throw. It's Calandria. Deep shot for the end zone. Touchdown, Nebraska. Middle of the end zone. He's got it. Interesting decision here, but if they make the 2, it'll be a 2-possession game and a 9-point lead. Quarterback run is part of their game plan. Fighting for the goal line, and the ball's out. Ball loose in the end zone. Defense all over it, and they've stopped the drive, and they'll get a touchback. The kickoff bounces through the end zone. They'll bring it out to the 25. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. They'll run the counter. Works ahead for a couple. They'll stop him at the 27. Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. Here's Bryce Underwood to throw. Catch in the middle. It's Hansen. We've come to the end of the quarter, and Nebraska is on top. We take a moment to look at the stats of what has been a tight ball game. Here comes the 4th. Time to see who steps up, who makes the winning plays to take home that W. They'll go back to work with a first down in the final period. They go play action. Bryce Underwood. Got a man. It's Marsh. Plenty of room on that play, and they find their way to the 36.
Well, he was putting up big numbers coming into this one. We knew the quarterback was going to go his way early and often. And with that last catch, he's now got over 500 yards receiving on the year.
Going with the counter play here.
Winning first down is such a big deal on defense, like getting them in more predictable situations, more passing situations. Nice job not giving up a lot of run after contact on that first down.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Throwing, Underwood. Rushes on him. And it's a sack.
And that's a better job by this defense. That's exactly what they've got to start doing more. He's had a lot of success on the ground. It's apparent he will take off and move. So how do we keep him in the pocket? Get him behind the line of scrimmage, fluster him a little bit, and don't let him use those wheels.
Linebackers moving, trying to confuse the quarterback. Makes the grab on the left. Oh, he's got some space. And he'll run it into the end zone. Touchdown, Wolverines! Big Blue with the response. Looking for the tie with the extra point. And no problem on that extra point, and we have a tie ball game here in the 4th. So that was a 6-play, 75-yard drive. And they put the points on the board with that 37-yard touchdown pass. And it'll come out to the 25, no attempt at a return. The Cornhusker offense is out and ready to go on the attack. Tie game, 4th quarter, plenty of time to work with, exactly where you want to be in this one. Off the play fake on first down, wants to throw. He's got it on the outside. He's at the tip. Touchdown, Huskers! They've got the lead here in the 4th. The Cornhuskers punch back.
This is an offense that wants to take shots in the pass game. That time they went play action, and they were throwing the go route. That's one-on-one. Who's faster? The receiver gets in behind the defender. He is able to make the catch and take it in for the score.
That one bounds through the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. Guys, this offense will go back on the attack. Here's Underwood to throw. Pulls it in. It's Hansen. Busts through behind his pad. He steps out right at the 40-yard line, and now they are in business moving toward midfield. Starting this drive like that is exactly what they'd hoped for. Now 1st and 10 from the 40. Finds his man. He's brought down, stopped right at the 50-yard line.
Well, offensively, they knew they were going to have some matchups they could take advantage of in this one, and all of a sudden, this quarterback has now over 300 yards passing in the game. Defensively, David, he has got them on their heels.
And he's been showing you a little bit of everything. He can throw it all over the field to all different receivers, to his tight ends, to his running backs. Really has the ability to spread it around, and now over 300 yards. Still some time left, and he can put up even bigger numbers. And, heck, go chase some awards, man. Get some postseason awards. Get an All-American. Just put up a day.
Underwood. Quarterback now on the run, still looking. He'll pull it down. Quarterback gets the first down. Slides past the sticks, and he converts on 2nd and long. Great awareness on the scramble. Big drive for this offense late, trying to tie the game. They've pieced together a couple of first downs, and here they come again. Throws to the tight end. And he was looking over the middle and couldn't make the connection.
Yeah, I don't know if the quarterback got confused on first down. He might have thought the defense was going to be in man coverage that time, but they were in zone. They fooled him and just didn't seem like he had his eyes in the right place, was forcing that ball to his intended target. The window way too small. The guy was not open, so that didn't have that chance to be complete.
Well, will they dial up on 2nd and a long way to go? Back to throw, it's Underwood. Got his man. Now the connection takes it to the 11.
And, man, you love to see that from this offense. Coming out and answering, right? Like putting a drive together. Their defense just gave up a touchdown. But you want to snatch the momentum back. Nice job putting a little bit of a drive together.
He's into the end zone. Touchdown, Michigan. Big Blue with the answer.
You know, this guy's had a big role in this offense this year, especially when they get down close to the end zone. That's his 5th rushing touchdown on the year. He's been a factor for these guys offensively.
They'll line up to go for 2. Trying to march in.
Man, what a big stop for this defense. The offense kind of gambles. They could have tied the football game. They went for it to try to take the lead, and the defense says, absolutely not. Not in my house. We've got an interesting rest of the 4th quarter coming.
And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. So the Nebraska offense heads out to start this drive. That last touchdown drive tightened this one up, and we'll see what these guys can do coming down the stretch. Breaks into the open. They'll move the chains after he gets it to the 43-yard line.
And I think if you're the head coach, defensively now, obviously, you've got 3 timeouts in your back pocket. You're trailing at this point, and the offense is going to be running the football, trying to bleed the clock. They're going to take as much time off the game clock as they can before snapping it. You've got to start thinking about using some of those timeouts.
Coming out on 1st down with the play fake. He'll get rid of it. Incomplete, and very lucky that one wasn't picked off. And, man, could they have used that? It'll be 2nd down.
Ooh, you're living dangerously now. You've got the lead late in the game. Don't do anything to turn it over, and they almost did throwing it there. If I'm the head coach now, I'm thinking, man, let's just run the ball.
Looking downfield, it's Calandria. Under fire, and down he goes. Classic pressure coming from the defense's right side, and they get the quarterback to the turf.
And that's what those defensive ends in a 4-3 do. Those guys know how to get after the quarterback, play on an edge. Nice job rushing the passer, getting off the football, and getting to the QB and getting him on the ground.
Quarterback may change this route. On 3rd and long, he's going to have to turn one loose downfield. And that'll be incomplete. They certainly weren't afraid to take a shot there, and now it's 4th down.
Well, you knew you were going to see it in this game, throwing the go route to one of the fastest players in all of college football. This receiver strikes fear in the heart of every defense because he's got elite track speed. He's going to blow the combine up in the 40-yard dash.
Look at this, guys. The offense appears to be going for it from their own side of the field. On 4th down, he'll try to toss it. He's not afraid to go deep. He's got it, and more than enough for a 1st down. He's got enough, and they roll the dice on 4th down, and they keep the drive alive.
And how about this offense, man? They put the ball in the hands of the guy they trust the most. 4th down, needed conversion. You're wanting to salt this clock away. You want this game to end with you guys possessing the football. Big 4th down conversion.
The Huskers have it with a 1st and 10. They'll keep it on the ground. The clock is on their side. And just wedges it ahead a bit before he's brought down. The defense working to manage that clock. They use the timeout, 1:55 remaining.
The defense wins that one, and the offensive line was challenged by their coaching staff coming into this game to try and get push up front and establish the line of scrimmage. They're going to have to do a better job running than that if they're going to win this one.
Looking for room, it's Nelson. Able to pick his way forward for a decent game before the defense gets him down. Michigan wants to stop the clock. They'll use a timeout. It's their 2nd. They'll take a moment to gather their thoughts and put together a plan for this third down play. Ball at the 31, third and short coming, defense trying to rise up. Back to pass, it's Calandria. Throws to the wideout. Can't make the play on the interception, and man, they were looking for their first pick of the game. Instead, it'll be fourth down.
Well, the defense has had enough of this, right? The quarterback's on a hot streak, the ball's not hitting the ground, and right there they decide we are jumping one of these routes. We're going to try to get a pick. Almost came away with one there.
They have the lead in a one-possession game, but they're thinking deliver the knockout blow, but this carries big-time risk on fourth down. He'll take a shot. Here's an interception. Oh, did they need that turnover? Made a defender miss. And they'll drag him down after a good return on the interception.
And what an inopportune moment to throw that INT. They're barely holding on to a lead here late in the game, and that's a situation, David, as a quarterback, where you've got to be so good with your decision-making and ball security. That mistake could really cost his team.
And this defense, that is just what they needed. Man, you're down late in the football game, and now you get a chance to give your offense the football to go possibly take the lead in this game. Great job by this defense when they needed it the most.
All right, you're at a point in the game now where you've got to go. You need to get down the field and score points. I'm all for running the football, but in this part of the field, you've now got to start kicking it into overdrive, start taking some shots and gaining up some yards.
Got 8 on first down, now looking at a 2nd and 2. They'll keep it on the ground. He's past the 30. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they get it out to the 36.
And, man, this is more of the same for this dude toting the pill. Like, they keep giving it to him, and he keeps producing. Another chunk play. Like, I don't expect that they'll change much to do with this offense because every time they give it to him, he's chewing up some yards, and good things are happening.
He's stopped again, and he's had a busy night, if not necessarily a productive one so far. They've got to move quickly here. Still a chance, but they've got to force the ball down the field. And that's not the way they drew it up. It's incomplete.
This really has been a masterclass by the quarterback at decision-making, right? We've already seen him throw multiple touchdown passes in the game. He's understood when to take his shots and when to throw it away when things aren't there, like on that last play.
Here's Bryce Underwood to throw. It's complete to the right. He's pulled down right at the 42-yard line. Fourth down coming, and might they roll the dice from their own territory. Timeout call by the offense. 29 seconds left on the clock. And here we go. Down to score. They'll go for it on fourth down. Defense not showing press coverage. Bryce Underwood to throw for it on fourth. Fires to the right. Got his man downfield. Everybody has to be set. They have to get it off. Again, it's Underwood. He's going for a big play downfield. Grabs it inside the 10. They get him stopped at the 5-yard line, but it will be first and goal from there. Corner's right up on that line of scrimmage. Got to find a completion on this one. Gliding to the right, still trying to make a play. Touchdown, Michigan! And they've moved out front here in the fourth.
Man, what a great job by this offense executing down the field, using all of the clock, being smart, getting the big score late, and I think that one should do it.
Just couldn't nudge it across for the two-point conversion. They had hoped to go up by a touchdown, but they're still up by 5 here in the fourth. From inside his own 15, trying to follow his blockers. No more room to run. They make the tackle right there, and the clock is at 0, and that's how this one will end.